There was once a point in my life, right, where I waste about $500 worth of food every other day.
Cannot be.
You every other day eat caviar or
No.
Jesse.
We love and hate many different things, right? But we all love one thing, food. And fortunately, we are in the place where we can afford them regularly and even choose what we want to eat. And sometimes we want variety, right? So we order different things lah, and sometimes we don't finish. But naturally, right, do you guys think that you are a food waster?
No, I don't think, because for me, I know how much I will eat. So I only will until there only.
But until then you throw the rest, right?
No, I will order until what I want to eat only.
I think I'm a food waster.
No. You will finish until the dot there.
No lah, because my appetite also quite small. So sometimes I order already, then I don't finish.
You don't finish food one.
Have what?
But I feel like last time you always tell your mom don't cannot finish, don't waste, right? But now just throw, right?
Finishing.
Yeah, now I see that you are doing the same way.
You around me too much already,
Like
bro.
if I enjoy it, I continue eating.
Oh, it's not because you know, it's because you enjoy.
Yeah, nothing to do with the wastage part. I love eating that part there, I eat lah.
So you waste a bit lah because of the...
The reason why sometimes I waste is because my appetite is small, right? Like even though I grow a lot, my appetite is small. So sometimes I order a few things. Then I cannot finish the main one. Then like, okay lah, let it be lah.
You
I don't think I'm a food waster. I mean, I always order what I like one.
No, but you also eat until you are full, then
Because
the
I
rest
eat
you
with
okay
you
to throw
guys,
one.
I eat with them, wow, they want variety, they want so many things. We 4 person order like 7 dishes.
Oh, the Malaysia one.
Wow,
Wow.
that one we
Always got
finish.
like 15 dishes.
Yeah, that's why. That one don't waste also. I don't waste also cannot.
Exactly my point lah. You know, we are in a position where we can do this in a sense.
This privilege.
For me, you guys, I think you guys know, I don't like to waste
Don't
food.
waste any food.
I don't waste any food. So whatever they don't want also come to me. Because I feel like it's be like sayang eh. Yeah. And I know it's a bad habit. And that's why I this size also.
When you waste food, where you throw?
I just leave it lah.
Dustbin.
Then I throw it to here.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Okay, so I don't waste food, right? But there was once a point in my life, right, where I waste about $500 worth of food every other day.
Cannot be
You
lah.
every other day eat caviar or
No. This was when I was working in Marche. I don't know whether I got tell you guys before. There was this period in my life where I think poly school holiday, where I worked for Marche's bakery section for about 3 to 4 months. So for the bakery section, right, it's fantastic, I tell you. They have like salmon focaccia, they have like all the walnut bread, all the muffins, and a lot of different kind of bread lah. Sandwiches and stuff like that. But by the end of the day, right, I often think to myself, with a tear in my eye, and maybe a muffin in my mouth, I have to clear all the food that people never buy. I have to take this giant plastic bag, and literally it's like barbarian one. Yeah, clear everything inside. Clear. Throw all the nice fresh loaf that they bake that day.
Take one bite each, throw one bite each.
I tell you, really sure. I throw the focaccia, especially basket. This one like sayang. Okay, I know it weighs like 95%. Everything inside, right? Then we have to calculate how much we waste. So a lot of time, right? Actually, I downplay number. It's about $500 to $800. So then I often think to myself, this could have went to somewhere or to some people who need it more.
So a lot of bakeries, right? I think in other parts of the world, US or whatever, right? I think they practice this kind of thing. Like, they give to the
Home.
home and all that. But previously, I used to work at Chateraise, and one thing that this company pride themselves in, right, is standards. So whatever they give out, right, they want to have certain standards. Yeah, so they also don't let the staff take home the unfinished food. So if that is the company stance, then I believe it's okay, right, to throw away certain things.
Because so it's fair
you want to keep your product fresh, right? You must
maintain it to a certain level. That you don't want to waste the money to maintain it.
And another main reason also I have to understand also is because if let's just say you give out or your staff bring back or you give out, right, to like friends or whatnot, if you eat and you get food poisoning, right, what's
There's
next?
always at risk lah.
Yeah, that's the thing in Singapore. That's the practice that all the restaurants and the bakeries take. until I came across this group and they are running this program called Bread Run. So they work with many bakeries such as like Tiong Bahru Bakery, Umbrtone, and also many other hotels, right, to help distribute breads that they could not sell on that day to about 100 plus distribution points all over Singapore for people who need them.
Wow.
So let me show you some
That's an
photos.
extensive operation.
It's been running for quite long already. This is the longest program the Fruit from the Heart group has run. So you see, this is all volunteers, the children and stuff like that.
I think if we volunteer, they can only send to like 50 places.
See, all the children get involved. They go to bakery and take.
Wow, this is a good
This is how they look like. So they don't allow like, as you can see, right, it's all the dry one. The not so good one. Because if you have meat, vegetable or filling, right, it will spoil fast. Yeah. You can see they go to like nursing homes and stuff like that. And one of the elderly enjoying the bread.
The Shih Tzu also want to eat.
Yeah. And this is all how they pack lah. All the hard loaf, all the French loaf, right, all bottom, softer one on top. Yeah. So you see like that, right, like a few plastic bag, right? Each month, about 14,000 people receive bread that would otherwise be thrown away. And in 2023, volunteers collected an estimated 2 million worth of unsold bread to distribute out.
A lot.
Yeah, so like what Sharmin said, right?
Talk is like maybe like 10,000 bread.
Oh, that hurts my feelings.
Like what you say, it's an extensive program. This is the longest that they run, and I think now they have like maybe a few hundred volunteers. And normally, right, Sunday morning, wake up, go and volunteer work, then go back, right? They have to do this at night.
Yeah.
Everything have to close first.
Yeah.
Then they have to take their own car, go and run, and then it's quite systematic. They have like different routes. I think about 100 plus route all over Singapore. And then as a volunteer, you will take one route. Not enough manpower, you double run. Yeah, so this is how it works. So what do you guys think of this movement or program?
I think it's a good initiative lah. And one thing about volunteers, I realize they actually can build their own systems, and the systems work very well. Like we know a few volunteers, and in their own community, right, even when things don't work out perfectly, somehow things will just manage.
Yeah, if your heart is in the right place, right, everything will fall into place.
This one sweet talker. Yeah, I think it's because everybody is heading towards the same direction. If you cannot do, I cover. I come in and help and stuff like that.
It always works out, right?
So you see, right, some of the volunteers, right, they bring their kids along. A lot of them, they do it alone, but especially during school holiday, they bring their kids out. I ask you one question first. If you are the kid, right, will you follow or not?
School holiday, go and move bread.
Okay, depends on how old you are.
Yeah.
Like I see the kids like primary school, I go out with like excursion like that.
You don't get to go out at
If
night.
secondary, the kids, they don't. I don't
Walao
think they will like this kind. They are too cool for it already.
我要骑片楼梯，你也叫我睡起来，walao.
Okay, so let's just say, okay, primary school, you're in primary school, you all will go. Parents ask you, let's go school.
Not like every night thing not like every night thing
Not every night thing lah.
Yeah.
Okay, secondary school?
Probably not.
Not even a night.
No, I won't.
I don't know. Like, I think if I am a kid, I will go when I'm regardless what age lah. But if I'm a parent, right, I would cultivate that when they are young already, so that when they are in secondary, right, it's like okay, let's go.
You go for a different reason now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm glad you brought this up. That is your opinion as a kid, right? You sometimes don't go and hang out with your friend, right? But now as an adult, you see more things in the world, you understand certain things, you bring about certain things, right? Do you then think that there is actually benefits in kids coming along with this style of volunteering work?
100%. 100%.
And what would those be?
Okay, I feel firstly, right, we live in a privileged society and we are a privileged bunch in this privileged society.
Yes.
So a lot of times we don't get to see the lesser part of the world. The part of the world where people maybe may not be able to make ends meet and life is a struggle and all, right? Sometimes being aware of this changes your perspective on a lot of other things. So as a kid, right, if let's say now you don't expose yourself to this or nobody gives you this knowledge, right, you might live like a brat, and a lot of kids we know live like that lah.
Yeah.
But when you understand that actually there are people who are like this and we are not, maybe there's something to be grateful for. So we don't act ungrateful and like a brat.
I think it really teach them the value of appreciation, like because let's say okay, like I've followed this lady called Ginny, right? So she's doing very well lah, basically, and she has her own like women cult, that kind of thing. But every end of the year, right, she'll bring alternate kids. Like she got 2 kids lah, right? So to like a third world country like that, to get the boy to teach the kids over there. The boy is like, I think like 13 or something like that. So to go and teach, because I think she already has she built up Then I feel like this is so different because you open up the boy to a lot of different spectrum in life, different view, different perspective of things, So you don't take things for granted, first of all, very important. Then second, you understand the value of things that you can easily get in Singapore, but not in somewhere else.
Maybe I got money, I want to buy so many things. But actually, how much do I actually need?
Yeah.
And that is so much better. Okay, not like to compare lah, but that is so much better than this.
The exposure is more lah.
Yeah, because your perspective of the world, even without doing that, as you travel, right, you gain a much wider perspective.
Yes.
And now when you travel and you see all this and you teach of different level, when one teaches, 2 learns. You gain so much more from this.
They
Your mom
say
also good.
there's a saying, the student become the teacher. That's in Kung Fu Panda.
Not 4 though. Fucking sucks.
The student has truly become the teacher. Wait, where did you get that?
For me, right, I want my child to volunteer to do this.
Yeah lah, but
Like some people, right, they really have the heart to like really go help people at a very young age. Like there's people that volunteers for like tuition and whatnot.
Then kena punch or something, right?
But like if my kid is not willing to put in the effort, right, and then he go once in a while, I tell you, I go once in a while, I feel good about myself. Those people go for exchange program. Oh my god, I love Singapore. You 2 weeks lah. 2 weeks you go back to the same bread again. Yeah. So
Okay, actually I'm glad you bring this up. My last question to you guys, right, is we know the benefits of volunteering, or will you guys make it a point or not to make them to volunteer work when you guys are parents?
I think I differ in perspective from him in this regard lah. Because I feel if let's say now you need the kid to want to do it, and if it doesn't come, then it will never come. Because you are allowing the kid to you don't have the heart for it, then let it be.
For
sure. It will never come. But then they lose this perspective. They lose this potential to understand further than what they are exposed to. So I feel maybe you need to incentivize them a different way, just so that they can get on board and then they can start to see things a bit differently. And then later on, they will start to like it. Just like us, I mean, we also wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, like we're like too cool for it. What the hell you ask me to do, yeah? But once you go, you're like, you're not bad.
Exactly.
Because my perspective, right, is like, okay, in secondary schools, we do go out for like home visit.
But we go out with our classmates and then we want to act cool with our classmates.
That is fun. The movie is fun.
Or like, you go exchange program overseas to help, like, build a school, build something. But you don't take back anything, but like you see, like at our age right now, we have plans in the future when we are more well-to-do, we want to give back to the society, right? I believe for humans, right, especially we come from a very privileged country, right, when we do get better in life, right, we will automatically want to give back one. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to force
you. Will never give to charity.
See the beggar.
Just now you ask the question, whether I want my child to do, I will not do.